Sir, this government is I've lost my voice, but only my throat, not metaphorically.
आराम से बोलिए.
Sir, the government is extending the SC/ST reservations by 10 years. This happened in 1959, 69, 79, 89, 99, 2009. It's happened 6 times before. We welcome it with open arms. We only wished from the All India Trinamool Congress, why 10 years? Make it 20 years and we'll be with you. Make it 30 years, we'll be with you. Bring the amendment. You're doing all this here, but in Bengal for the last 1 week, you are humiliating the SCs and the STs because we are wanting to pass in the Assembly an SC/ST Commission bill. The highest constitutional authority there has not signed on the bill. And now, for the next 9 or 10 minutes, because I don't need a certificate from anybody, SC/ST National Commission for Scheduled Caste has made Bengal the role model. Enough said. If the other states follow the role model of SC/ST, we'll all be doing well. This is the National Commission for SC. I am on something else today. We will all support this bill. What else is happening here? What is in the bill is good. What has been left out? Is it devious? Is it diabolical? Is it deceitful? You are not putting something in this bill. I will withdraw whatever I say if you try and find a constitutional way to keep the other 2 reservations. Because otherwise we'll know the mask is off. And please do not pit minorities versus minorities. We cannot bring an amendment to this if we want to, because then you say we are SC/ST. So don't give us sanctimonious lectures about being SC/ST. And don't talk to us about persecution in neighboring countries. Look what is happening here today. In the Northeast, the MP is not allowed to say, Northeast is burning. Jammu and Kashmir is shut down. Muslims, Bengali Hindus, Christians, 14 days from now we were told is not Christmas Day. It is Good Governance Day. Now let's come to the specific issues of why this has been left out. Because as the minister admitted today himself, that if a community is not pichhe hue forward, of course the Anglo-Indians have never been a backward community. We've always been a forward community. And by the way, this is the first time in 15 years of public life I'm speaking publicly as an Anglo-Indian. I've never done that. Nor have I come to the House as an Anglo-Indian MP. Now, what is this? Anglo-Indian is a small community. 3.5 lakhs. If the minister lays that on the table with his reply that we are 295, please let him lay that on the table. I'd appreciate it. We're a small, or 296. We're a small community with a big influence because we run the best schools in this country where lakhs and lakhs and lakhs of people go. Now let's look at some other numbers. You have said there are 297. Chalo, I'll take your figure. You've said 0 in UP, 0 in Uttarakhand, 0 in Jharkhand, 0 in Madhya Pradesh. Then I want to challenge the BJP. How did they nominate 4 Anglo-Indian MLAs there in the last 3 years? Illegal. Give me the answer to this. How did you nominate him at 0 when 0 is there?
आपका गला खराब है.
गला खराब है लेकिन दिमाग नहीं खराब है.
दिमाग तो अच्छा बनाए रखिए.
That's a good one.
You are not going to renew these 2 MPs. You are not going to renew the 13 state MLAs. Fine. You're also denying the community as a result of this 1,300 crores, because this MP and MLAs would use this money according to him for 297, according to the community, and then we'll go to Supreme Court to make it 3 lakh plus. Now let's come to vote bank. Who talks about vote bank? They keep talking about vote bank. They are shameless vote bank. Vote bank, vote bank, not for SC/ST. Don't give us sanctimonious lectures. Does Mamata Banerjee have to do vote bank to send one silly Anglo-Indian elected to parliament? Only one has been elected, one, not for vote bank, because she believes in the Constitution of India, everyone is eligible. I'm happy to say, sir, with humility, only one Anglo-Indian in 72 years has been elected. Who made it possible? Mamata Banerjee. And for those Christians who are going dabbling around with the BJP, this is the reward you will get. Whether you are Christian, whether you are Muslim, whether you are minority in the Bengali Hindu where you are a minority, whether you're, this is all big talk, telling us about stories outside. I don't want to get into stories. Sir, I'm on the bill. I'm on the bill. I don't want to waste time talking about yesterday, because Anglo-Indians are not yesterday. Railways, everybody knows the story of an engine driver, Bombay Howrah Mail in 1960s. He kept on the train, he saved everyone else, he died. He wasn't looking to see who the passengers were, Hindu, Muslim, anybody was there. Percy Carroll died. That's one story. Armed forces, look at the Indo-Pak War. Endless stories. 3 Paramveer Chakras in 2 weeks. 26 July 2019, beautiful Republic Day parade. We were all there. Pradhan Mantri, Raksha Mantri, everyone. Fly past. Who was leading it? Elvis, Captain Elvis, Group Captain Elvis. Anglo-Indian, sir, one of the 296. Sport, education. Now let's give you some history. 1947. 1947, when the British left, because the Bengali freedom fighters worked the hardest for that. The Constituent Assembly had Frank Anthony. They offered the Anglo-Indians, whatever the number, go to Andaman Islands, we'll make that into a territory. And the community said, no, we're a small community, we're a gallant community, we don't want Andaman Islands. We want to be a part of India. That was the commitment made. And what did Frank Anthony say? So I'll take 2 more minutes. What did Frank Anthony say? Beautiful lines. This was the great Constituent Assembly member. He told his community, the more we love and are loyal to India, the more will India love and be loyal to you. Sir, one more big contribution. Today, with Mr. Bachchan and Siddharth Basu, quizzing has become very big. 20 years after independence, Anglo-Indians gave quizzing and general knowledge. They brought it to India. 1967, my father, Neil O'Brien, did the first open quiz. And today I speak with a sore throat, but my mother and father, Neil and Joyce, are giving me the strength. Listen, sir, which is a quiz question. Which is the only community with the word Indian in its name? Anglo-Indian. Sir, you can take away 13 seats. You can take away 2 MP seats. Lelo. But you can never take away Indian from the Anglo-Indian. Sir, this is not about Anglo-Indian. This is a much bigger issue here. Yesterday's Citizenship Amendment Bill left out what it didn't say, it left out. That is the dangerous. And I made a little mistake yesterday because I think I said something a little wrong. I started comparing the Nazi copybook to the current dispensation. And I think I got it wrong because it's an insult to the Nazi copybook also. This is getting far ahead. Sir, I want to end now. I want to end now by saying, by urging the minister, make it not 10 years for SC/ST, make it 20 years, make it 30 years. And you cannot bring an ordinance now. They brought this bill on the last day of legislation. So no chance of an ordinance. So we know the rules. So there's no chance of an ordinance coming. So the reservation is gone. If the motive is not devious, if the motive is not diabolical, you please bring a constitutional amendment when Parliament comes into session. On behalf of my community, and on behalf of my community and not the Trinamool Congress, because I've spoken as a Trinamool Congress, when these things happen to any community, when you were betrayed once in 47 because you stayed back, today many in the community are feeling betrayed. But sir, the community I know, we are a small but gallant community. And today, on behalf of this community, I want to rededicate ourselves to the only book we know and we shall ever know. And I'll do it in truly Anglo-Indian style, which is a kiss. Thank you, sir.